What's up, cinema friends? Welcome to another edition of Cinesundry. I am your host, Markus Seaberry, and today we're going back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we review Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Okay, now before we review Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, I want to remind you about our rating system. There it is. Now that top rating, that is our tour. That is for those things that are top shelf, top tier. Normally some of the best projects you've seen all year. That middle rating, appropriately enough, is middling. That is for those projects that had potential and promise but didn't quite come through or deliver on that potential or promise, and they're okay. Now, that bottom rating, that is for those terrible, dismal, abysmal, god-awful projects that probably shouldn't have been made in the first place. And that is why we call them heck. And now that you know the ratings, let's get into the rundown. Okay, in Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, we are back with Doctor Strange as he is going on a wild ride through all these different dimensions. And let's talk about script and acting. The script is deceptive. It has a lot of big fun moments. And I love those big fun moments, and I cheered and I clapped my hands, and at some points I just gasped. But honestly, if I had to look at it critically, there are a lot of big moments to kind of hide inconsistencies or silly things in the plot. And even though it's one of the weirder Marvel films, the script is still safe, which is kind of what I've been getting from the MCU for a while. But now the acting, the acting was top notch. First up, we have Benedict Cumberbatch. You know him from the BBC version of Sherlock, from all these other MCU projects, and from just all kinds of movies, critically acclaimed and commercial. And he's Doctor Strange. And not only is he the 616 or regular universe Doctor Strange, he's different versions of Doctor Strange. And kudos to him for being able to have that kind of range as an actor. But mainly as the 616 Doctor Strange, he's an arrogant jerk, but he's an arrogant jerk that's committed to good. So he's interesting to watch. And next we have Elizabeth Olsen. You pretty much know her from several previous MCU movie projects and the WandaVision series. And she is Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch. Her character is broken, angry, vengeful. It's a very heavy performance. And Elizabeth Olsen puts in the work. It's a solid performance. And next we have Chiwetel Ejiofor, one of my favorite actors out there. You know him now from the Showtime series The Man Who Fell to Earth. You know him from Red Belt, Four Brothers, just all kind of great projects. 12 Years a Slave. He is Carl Mordo. Mordo seems villainous because he is convinced that Doctor Strange is meddling with the magic and dimension hopping is no good, no bueno, and he is committed to stopping him, even if he has to do illegal or immoral things in the process. He's fiercely devoted to getting Strange to chill out with all the multiverse stuff. Another good performance. And next we have Benedict Wong as Wong. You know Wong, he was Doctor Strange's right-hand man. He became the Sorcerer Supreme when Doctor Strange disappeared during the blip. Another solid performance. He's slowly becoming the MVP of this phase 4. He just keeps popping up places, kicking butt and doing magic and taking names. I really like the growth of this character from, just that sidekick role to kind of taking charge more. He's loyal, he's tough, and he really takes this Sorcerer Supreme role seriously. It seems like he takes it even more serious than Doctor Strange did when he was Sorcerer Supreme. And that's interesting to see. And also, last but not least, we have Sochi Gomez, and she is America Chavez. This is a popular character from the comic books. I thought she did a good job in portraying her. She kind of comes across as youthful and eager and very, very chill, even in the midst of all the strange goings on. I guess perhaps due to her being from different dimensions and having the power to travel to dimensions. But it's a solid performance by Sochi Gomez. And let's talk about director's technique. The director of this film is Sam Raimi. Now, you know Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi directed the Evil Dead trilogy. Those movies starring Bruce Campbell, who also has a cameo in this film. And he also directed the Spider-Man trilogy of films that were led by Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So he knows horror and he knows heroes. And that gives this, like everything, that just makes him the complete, great, perfect director for this film, as this is a hero movie with sprinkles of horror. I'm not going to say it's true horror, but there are sprinkles throughout the film and the script, and I like it. And there's also nods to some of his previous works like Evil Dead. Thought he did a good job. Thought he was a perfect choice, and he had a lot of nice little fun moments that he brought to life. And now let's talk about sentiment and rating. Now, guys, I will be honest with you. In the beginning, when I left the movie theater, I was like, yes, this is great. MCU does it again. And on one level, they do. They give you the spectacle. They give you the fun, the action, the excitement. If that's all you want, you will love this. But I am a critic, so I have to think critically. And also, I've conferred with some friends of mine who pointed out some inconsistencies. And when people make valid points, I have to take them into account. Again, it's a bit of a thrill ride. It's fast and it's crazy and wild. But I also compare it to like having to put a whole lot of condiments like ketchup and mustard on a piece of meat that just didn't deliver. It was like undercooked or overcooked. It just, it didn't fill you up. It didn't really have substance. There are a lot of silly inconsistencies in the plot. Wanda's motivation is a bit silly because it's like, hey, you just saw those kids on WandaVision. Like, now you just gonna throw it all away for phantom children you barely know? I don't know about that, Miss Wanda. But because of those reasons, and because again, I am a critic, I must think and review critically. I'm gonna have to give Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness a middling. Again, good fun movie, action-packed, action-filled movie. If that's all you're looking for, you will like it. But I gotta say that it was good and not great. Well, all right, that's gonna do it for this edition of Cinesundry. I've been your host, Markus Seaberry, and remember, as always, we ask that you like the video, comment down below on the video, and subscribe to the On Location Memphis channel on YouTube. And remember, guys, take some time. Treat yourself to a movie. See you next time.